ooh, ay, ah, ooh.
Alright, so this is Cosmonaut Variety Hour. I used to like him before I watched a commentary series on him, and then I realized that he is not good at reviewing. After watching that commentary series, I was reminded of his video on the Star Wars sequel trilogy and how one of his points is just beyond awful.
I actually like Rey in all of these movies.
Step back, I think I'm gonna vomit!
I know there are people who will hear me say that and immediately turn the video off, but whatever, man. I can't really help it. I really think people have been giving Rey a very bad rep for some pretty bad reasons. Most people just say they don't like her because she's too strong, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me. I personally don't really mind seeing a character who is good at things in Star Wars. All the other main characters in Star Wars are really good at stuff. Oh, how come Obi-Wan can defeat a Sith Lord all by himself when his master couldn't even do that?
Because he's a better sword fighter than Qui-Gon? I mean, Qui-Gon might have the rank of master, but that does not automatically mean that he is superior to Obi-Wan. Different people have different kinds of skills. So what if Obi-Wan is younger? So what if he is the apprentice? That doesn't mean that Qui-Gon is automatically better than him like you're implying here.
How come Luke is really good at using the Force without getting any training?
Despite the fact that your footage shows him pointing the palm of his hand towards his lightsaber and not actually using the Force. Amazing. 10 out of 10 editing. Oh, but you're nitpicking. Yeah, well, he's trying to make a point, even though his footage fails to prove said point. So what if I'm nitpicking? Does that invalidate my point? No? Then why should I stop nitpicking? Like, as long as my nitpicks aren't something as petty as, oh, you use the imperial system of measurements, but I prefer the metric system, then I fail to see the problem with nitpicking.
Star Wars characters are really lucky and they're really good at shit because they're the main characters of a stupid action-adventure series. Yet people only care that Rey is really good at shit, and it drives me fucking crazy, man.
Wow, where do I even begin? People don't dislike Rey because she is talented, so way to miss the point. They dislike her because she's good at frigging everything. For example, she picks up a lightsaber for the first time and is able to be a Sith Lord. You even say that people hate her for being too strong, but then you say, well, I like a character that's good at stuff, which fails to address why people hate Rey.
I really think people have been giving Rey a very bad rep for some pretty bad reasons. Most people just say they don't like her because she's too strong, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me.
Like, you know what the term Mary Sue is, right? It's used to describe a character that is good at pretty much everything. People call Rey a Mary Sue all the time, but instead of actually addressing that, you strawman the point and make it look like people dislike Rey just because she's good at stuff. When, no, that's not it. Characters like Rey don't grow or change because they're already perfect. In his video on the show Star Wars Rebels, Cosmonaut says that he hates the character of Sabine Wren because she's good at pretty much everything.
She feels like the forced, strong female character, but not in the way that she's well written or understandable. She's like the Angelina Jolie action hero. She has cool stuff that she can do, but there's really nothing underneath it. Her character is so cliche that it feels like she's not supposed to be taken seriously. It feels like she should be written kind of tongue-in-cheek, kind of like a D&D character that you might make. She's a tough-as-nails ex-bounty hunter that used to work with space gangsters. She's an expert hand-to-hand combatant, marksman, and demolitionist. She's a talented artist, and she's pretty, but she likes to keep to herself and doesn't really trust anyone. She's also a Mandalorian, and she has a lightsaber, even though she's not a Jedi, except her lightsaber is black, so it's cooler than other lightsabers. And also, she's the queen of the Mandalorians, too. I didn't mention that, but she's the queen of the Mandalorians, and she's also only 16 years old. Yeah, she's only 16 years old. She's only 16 years old, and she has this much shit. that's happened to her. Can you guys understand why I might be a little disappointed in this kind of storytelling? She couldn't be more Mary Sue unless she was also Force sensitive, which at this point wouldn't even really surprise me.
And yeah, I also think that Rebels is trash, but why is Sabine a terrible character because of her lack of flaws, but Rey isn't? I don't know, man, that sounds like a double standard to me. Like, besides obvious surface level differences, like the fact that Sabine is a demolitions expert, what really is separating these characters? Because as far as I can tell, they are both characters that are really good at everything they try without even struggling. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't really know how to end these.